You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Jeffrey Scott, Jeffrey
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Mr. DeGiacomo, whenever you're ready, you may proceed.
Sir, how are you employed?
I'm a senior crime scene analyst with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
What does that mean you do for a living?
I respond to crime scenes and I document them using notes and photography, recover and impound evidence, and write reports based on the notes and the photographs.
I direct your attention to July 17th of 2023. Did you respond to an address at 2204 Mapleshade Street in Henderson, Nevada?
Yes, I did.
And what was the purpose of you responding there?
I was responding there to document a search warrant.
What shift were you working?
Swing shift.
And so, were you the only CSA that worked that scene that night?
I was the only one there when I arrived, but then I was relieved later on by members of the grave shift.
And you've since looked at, have you since looked at all the photographs that were taken that night?
Yes, I have.
And some of them are yours and some of them are theirs, correct?
Yes.
We're going to approach.
You can also wander the courtroom freely, Mr. DeGiacomo.
Thank you. First set I'm going to show you is state's proposed 193 through 107. Just flip through those and see if you can determine are any of those your photographs, or at least do they fairly accurately depict the location of the search.
Mr. DeGiacomo, can you clarify for us which numbers you're introducing? You had said 193 to 107.
I'm having them just look at 193 to 107.
So 107 to 193.
No, oh, sorry, 93 to 107.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realize
That part was very confusing.
Most of these are clearly not mine, like the photographs that I took, but a couple of them might be hard to tell.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Is that what the front of the residence looked like?
Yes,
And so it accurately reflects what the front of the residence looks like.
yes.
Move to admit 93, Judge.
Any objection, Mr. Sant?
No, you're not.
That'll be admitted.
And then the only really other question that I have for you as that relates to 95, do you know if that's yours or the CSA that followed after you?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
I probably took a similar photograph.
Okay. And same as 94.
That one I'm pretty sure is not mine.
So I'm just going to move to admit 93 and 95. Well, 93 is in. Move 95 in.
Any objection, 95?
No, Your Honor, and just for the record, I won't object to the admission of the photographs that were taken at the particular scene by either crime scene analyst, just to move the process along.
So then the others will be admitted via stipulation. So that would be 94 and then 96 through 107.
Correct.
Those will be admitted via stipulation.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Now within that garage, showing you 155, there was a Dodge Caravan, Dodge Charger,
Challenger.
Challenger.
Yes.
And does that accurately reflect that Dodge Challenger?
Yes.
Showing you 156, does that accurately reflect an item of evidence that you collected out of that?
Yes, it does.
And then 157 through 159. Take a look at those. Is that the 3 sheets of paper that you collected out of that?
Yes, they are.
vehicle? Okay. I'll move to admit, I know he doesn't object, but 155 through 159.
Any objection to those?
No objection.
Okay, those will be admitted.
I'm going to go through the photographs with someone else, but you did collect a single piece of evidence before you were released. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
I'm showing you what's been previously marked as state's proposed exhibit number 138. Take a look at that.
Yes, this is the package in which I impounded those pieces of paper.
And then we've had some discussions of packaging, so I'm not going to go through all that, but that's your seal on the back.
Yes, it is.
And with the exception of the slice that the defense, the clerk and I put in this in substantially the same or similar condition as when you impounded it.
There's an additional date, and I think, yeah, it looks like somebody maybe cut the top and then resealed.
And if I were to tell you that was on 4/23/26, does that look accurate to you?
Yes,
If you open this, you'd expect to find those 3 pieces of paper you photographed, right?
I would.
Showing you what's been marked as 138A. Are those 3 pieces of paper?
Yes.
Move to admit 138 and 138A.
No objection, Your Honor.
So admitted?
Thank you. For the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to show just those last set of pictures of the Dodge Charger. The garage. So let's start with 155. You tell me what we're looking at here.
That's a photograph from the right rear section of the Dodge Challenger.
Challenger. Sorry, I keep calling it a Charger. Dodge Challenger. And that's parked in the garage area of the residence on Maple Shade.
Yes, it is.
56. That's the location of those 3 pieces of paper you collected.
Yes.
And then 157. And I'll zoom in here. Is that the front page?
Yes, it is.
Without going too much into it, this appears to be a description of an episodic series.
Yes.
158. Oops. Well, generally speaking, page 2 is a ledger that has costs and those type of things.
Yes. Page 2 and 3 were looks like a budget for the series.
And that's going to lead me just to 159. Appears the total budget was slightly under $1 million.
That's correct.
Thank you, Judge. I have no more questions. I pass the witness.
All right, cross-examination by you, Mr. Snack.
Thank you. Sir, just real quick, I read the order. What's episodic? What does that mean?
Episodic?
Yeah.
To me, it means occurring occasionally or regularly.
And that's what you saw on that first piece of paper, right?
Yes.
And your testimony here today really is that you located that piece of paper and you captured it as part of your experience and training as a crime scene analyst.
The detectives executing the search warrant located it and then had me come photograph it, and then I impounded it.
Okay, and just for the jury so they understand what your role is typically in a search warrant is that you're summoned to the scene to conduct an investigation or at least a search of an area based upon what the detective or primary officer tells you is the intent of the search, but you also do your own search as well. Fair?
It depends on the type of call, how much direction that I'll be given, or I'll be doing it myself.
And with regard to this particular situation and this specific search, you were apprised prior to the search warrant being executed that this was going to happen on this particular day.
Yes,
And so the meeting that typically takes place where you arrive on a scene where a crime had just been committed, where everyone sort of gathers around and have a conversation of what they're trying to look for. That meeting took place before the knock on the door and the execution of the search warrant.
yes,
Now, in this regard, you understand what you were going to do was walk in to look for certain things of evidentiary value, right?
yes.
Can you tell the jury what things you were looking for of evidentiary value?
I didn't have a list of items that we were looking for. I just knew that I was there to document whatever was recovered.
And the document that we just saw here, that was something that you did not locate one of the detectives did in this case.
That's correct.
Now, do you recall who the primary detective was that was responsible for that search warrant?
Detective Mogg.
Cliff Mckay.
Yes.
Were there any other detectives on scene besides Cliff Mckay?
There were several, but I don't remember their names.
Right. Now, with regards to what you do as a practicing analyst, fair to say that you are operating under a search warrant.
Yes,
And a search warrant is a document that allows for law enforcement to go into someone's residence to look around.
that's correct.
And in this particular regard, though, as a crime scene analyst, you're not the one who actually applies for a search warrant, right?
I did not.
That would be something that would go through, in this case, the primary detective for this particular search.
Yes,
That would have been Detective Bond.
yes.
Now, in regards to what you were doing in this case, you searched what parts of the house, if you can recall?
I photographed the entire house. I did not search. Again, I was there to document what the detectives found in their search.
Okay, and in your training and experience, do you have a now, sir, your work on this case, when you say you photographed the house, that was prior to the search of each particular room and area, right?
It was after the officers had cleared it, and then I came in and I took all my photographs. And then the detectives executed the search warrant and they searched. And then I did follow-up photograph based on what they found.
You did follow photographs.
Yes,
Now, and once again, for the jury, since we weren't there, the photographs you take at the beginning is each room as you find it.
yes.
And then the photographs that are taken after the search is each room as you find it as well.
I didn't photograph the entire house again. I photographed the items that the detectives located, wanted me to photograph, and then some items I impounded and some items I did not.
Gotcha. And in terms of your photography, was there another crime scene analyst that arrived on scene that took additional pictures outside of the ones that you?
Yes.
You know who that was?
There were 3 members from Graveyard. It was King, Alabama, and she was thin at the time, but she's West now.
Okay. And those are the crime scene analysts that would have taken pictures of how each room looked like after the search.
I'm not sure what they did.
Did you take any photographs of any bins of photographs found at the scene?
I don't recall taking photographs of the contents of bins.
Let me just show you here. The Honor Mayor approach.
You may.
Sorry.
Your Honor, just for the record, it's already been admitted as evidence in this state's exhibit, state's exhibit number 100. I could just publish that for the jury.
You may.
I'm sorry, we're going to start with 99 first. So this is state's exhibit number 99. Do you recall taking this particular photograph?
No, do not,
Okay, that would have been another crime scene analyst.
probably.
All right. And then I'm not going to show you the next one. I'm assuming it's the same thing. Outside of the photographs that we mentioned here, what else did you do in the course and scope of your duties as a crime scene analyst on this particular night?
That was it. I photographed the scene. I took notes. I recovered the one item, which was the 3 pieces of paper. And that was it.
All right, thank you. I have no further questions of the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Any redirect, Mr. Giacomo?
Not from the state.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for this witness? Okay. All right, Mr. Scratch, question from one of our jurors. What piece of evidence were you expecting to find in a location that was different from 30 years ago? Why would you expect it to be intact 30 years later?
Could you repeat that?
I can. What piece of evidence were you expecting to find in a location that was different from 30 years ago? Why would you expect it to be intact 30 years later?
Not sure I fully understand the question. I wasn't expecting to find anything. I was just there to respond and document and photograph what the detectives were interested in.
Okay.
And I don't really understand the second part of the question.
Mr. DeJacque, any follow-up?
No.
Mr. Sanford, any follow-up?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Scott. You are free to go.